live again. Dynasty Bear Search for Who. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, as we always do, we just want to show our appreciation and gratitude. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for supporting Search for Huru. You know, our Karatbars partners who are watching this, thank you so much. It really means a lot. Also, go to dynastymir.com. Go to dynastymir.com. Buy your merchandise, buy your books, buy all your gear. Also, join our email list so you guys can stay up to date in regards to what's going on with Dynasty Mir. Like, share, and subscribe to the content, please. We will really appreciate your guys' support. Again, like, share, and subscribe to the content. And then patreon.com, search for Huru. Again, patreon.com, search for Huru. Become a monthly Patreon. So in the chat room, all right, and on the bottom of the screen, scrolling at the bottom of the screen, the ticker there. And in the description is my affiliate link. Click on my affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate, my Karatbars affiliate link. And guys, we are about to show you guys and share with you guys an opportunity on how you can start your own gold franchise. Again, how you can start your own gold franchise. And right now, gold is trading over for the first time in history. Gold is over $2,000 per ounce. We're at 2,000. What is it for sure? $2,041.
$2,041. Yes.
We're at $2,041 an ounce, you guys. So we're always speaking on generational wealth. We're speaking on assets over liabilities, or is it liabilities? Yeah, assets over liabilities. And so gold. This right here, guys, this substance right here, all right, is an asset. So you have the opportunity to, and this is the great thing about it, for sure. Let me go a little bit deeper. So if you want to sell real estate, you have to get a real estate license.
Yes.
If you want to sell insurance, I am a licensed insurance agent. You have to get in health and life. You have to get an insurance license.
Yes.
So to participate in a lot of these industries, you have to be licensed. The great thing about Karatbars is you now can have your own gold, call it franchise in a box, if that's what we'll call it. Low cost of entry franchise. You don't have to have a license. There's no background check. You ain't got an interview. I don't have to come into Mr. Fitzgerald Stephens' office. And, because I'm a Georgia fan, or I went to the University of Georgia, the University of Alabama, he's going to deny me the job. Or because, true story, I have a gray suit on, and he don't like gray. That ain't his favorite color. I'm going to get denied the job. You don't have to worry about any of that.
People think you're exaggerating saying that.
No. Oh, guys, I'll tell you a story. So I was, every year when I was at my former job, we would have these kickoff meetings. We get together, rah, let's go get them, guys. Start of the fiscal year, let's go get them. And one of the higher execs said, one day, guy came in, interviewed for a job. He had on a gray suit. It was raining outside. He didn't have an umbrella. He had some raindrops on his gray suit. And before he even opened his mouth, I decided I wasn't going to hire him. He said that. This is stuff you're dealing with trying to get into corporate.
Yeah, man, you imagine a clown like that with things over your livelihood. That obviously the man was sitting in there. He probably need that job for his family now, and just because some clown, but decided he don't like gray suits with raindrops. I mean, ooh boy.
Yeah, and even that, I'll tell you guys some more stories. So, I interviewed for a job. I forgot the name of the company. I think it might have been Kaplan, or one of these companies that dealt with like SAT preparation or college entrance exam preparation. So I interviewed. They're like, Dynasty, we love you, buddy. We love you, man. Hey, come in the next day, sign your offer letter, man. We're gonna get you started, buddy. We're gonna get you started, man. We love you, Dynasty. You're awesome, man. You're awesome. But hey, Dynasty, there's this test you have to take. One of the tests. We just want to see how you think, man. You just want to see how you think, your personality, man. So take this test. You'll do just fine, Dynasty. You'll do just fine, buddy. Just be prepared to come start your first day off of work. Come sign your offer letter. Just be prepared. I was like, all right, cool. So I take the test. Get up that morning, put on my suit, my Sunday, best suit, double Windsor knot tie. I'm ready to go. Kenneth Cole shoes, got my H&M suit on. I'm ready to go. All right, I lived in Koreatown. If you guys are familiar with LA, I lived in Koreatown. Where I was going was past Sherman Oaks. What was the city? Oh man, outside Sherman Oaks, guys. So, if you take the 101, I'm sorry, the 110 to the 101. So if you're going down to 101, past Sherman Oaks, I can't think of the name of the city right now. So I'm halfway there, a little more than halfway there, right? So from where I live in Koreatown to where the location was, probably 45 minutes away. I'm halfway there, smiling, got the music playing. I got me a job. I get a phone call. Hey, Dynas? I'm like, yeah. I'm on my way. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Can't wait to meet you. I'm almost there.
Right on.
I'm almost there. Yeah, I'm almost there. Well, I mean, Dynas, man, we saw your personality test scores, man. I mean, I'm sorry, Dynas, but this just doesn't meet our standard, man. And we can't offer you the job anymore. I get off on the next exit and just went back home. True story.
I know. It happened to me a couple of times, man.
True.
I actually had to go to Barnes and Nobles and order a book when I lived in Buffalo because I was getting thrown out with those personality tests. I couldn't figure it out until I bought this book and how to do it. And so I never missed a personality test since then.
No, I'm gonna tell you how to do it. And guys, please, and this is unethical, but I'm gonna tell you how to pass the personality test. You're gonna have to lie.
Like a rug. That they said that these people are, oh well, my integrity. Okay, all right, keep staying with that. And okay. Now, say for instance, personality test. Here's how they work. They're looking for outgoing, enthusiastic, talkative people. Now, let's just say you're an introvert and you don't like to do that. So one of the questions come out, hey, if there's a party, will you go over and meet customers, meet people, interact with people, and sit at the table and talk social issues and tell stories, or you just sit over there at the hors d'oeuvre table by yourself and getting a cracker and just asking someone like, hey, this party, this is really not my thing, or would you do none of the above? The answer is always, yeah, dude, I'm going to engage with all of y'all. Man, I know half of that. No, I ain't concerned about talking to y'all about my personal thing, but you're going to tell them that. Do you consider yourself the life of the party? No, I like to keep by myself, and I'm very conservative. Yeah, I'm the life of the party. Rock and roll on me. So, yeah, that's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking for, that stuff. So you go in there and tell them how you really, really, really are personality, and they deem that personality is not fitting in what they're looking for. You're gone. They put your personality as like, hey, you're either a sanguine. A sanguine is the life of the party. They don't meet any stranger. A melancholic cat is a little bit like me, a little reserved, can talk when we have to, but mostly sit back and reserve you in the cut, like, what are you really thinking? And then you got a pragmatic, he or she is considered super laid back, almost soft. And then you got a choleric personality. They're considered like the Julius Caesar complex. Roll. Let's get it. Now, what's the example of a choleric personality? Michael Jordan, an apex predator in the basketball world. What's the example of a pragmatic? Kawhi Leonard, also an apex predator, but totally different. Kawhi he don't know how to keep a social media account, but he's one of the best ball players in the world. To him, he's not going to be the cat to get out there and do your interviews with, but they're looking for the flamboyant and everything, especially if you're in sales. They're looking for how do you fit well in the team. So you don't go in there and tell them you don't go in there and tell them that how you really are. You tell them what they want to hear. Now, some of y'all go like, oh man, and I used to have a problem with that. Till you get fired. I mean, I had a career that I should be in Coca-Cola right now. Probably going on 7 years. Missed the personality test by 2 points. I should be in UPS right now. Going on about over 10 years. Sales, missed the personality test by 2 points. 2 points. Changed the direction of my life. And I was like, that, what's wrong with me? And the stuff don't have anything to do. Can you actually perform? Can you actually sell? They're looking at this, what you have a potential to do. You know how you have potential to do or not do. For a personality test, don't discount that because they pay multiply millions of dollars. You know, far as for those tests to see if you're a great fit and trying to read you out based on your personality. I heard like the certain groups like in China. You know, they don't hire you your certain zodiac sign. You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? So maybe they just got something against Virgos like myself, or they don't like Virgos, but they like Aries, like my like Prince Amir here. And no matter, and I can run circles around him, probably in the job they're looking for. You a Virgo, brother? Y'all got some reputation. Wait, what are you talking about? And so the nuances that come when you have to try to get someone in to try to convince someone, please let me in your company, please pick me, man, the hot place for that. You know, I don't do that. I'll tell you what, Cat, I'll just go ahead and create my own. You know, so you know, and in that case, I was born to be born to be an entrepreneur. Hey, the Jughead 77. What does Fitzgerald think about purchase silver as an alternative? Get it. Silver's highly undervalued now. Figure out more ways you get streams of income. Get it. Wouldn't mind having some myself. Unfortunately, well, not fortunate, but with Karatbars, my business is gold. But I'm not against collecting silver at all. Get it. You know. Now we're looking. Prince Amir, man, let me interview you for a second. And hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fitzgerald Stephens. I feel so much at home with this place. I don't feel like I need to introduce myself that much anymore.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to introduce
I'm Fitzgerald Stephens, VIP Karatbar affiliate entrepreneur, located here in Tampa, Florida. Okay, Prince Amir, I gave you a phone call, man, 5 years ago. I think it was about January 15th or somewhere, January 6th, 2016. And I said, Prince Amir, I got this company, man. It deals with gold, and you need to get a part of it.
All right.
And you drilled me a little bit, Prince Amir. You drilled me, brother. You drilled me. You know, you gave me a little time, man. You gave me a little time. You know, but Prince Amir, what has that decision meant to you from the time you got in right now? Any regrets? I mean, you was stacking your gold, and I mean, what did you think? Did you think it was like some little company that a bubblegum machine or Cracker Jack type stuff? Did you think Fitzgerald found something? I don't know, but just because. So did you see this thing for how it would transform your business empire to what it's doing right now? What did you think, man, when you first got it? And when you really understood what you have? I mean, what do you think? Let me hear from you, dude.
No, I didn't take it serious at first. I just got the package on the strength of you. I spent that money because of you. I got that package because of you, Fitzgerald. And it was gold. Now, Fitzgerald, if you would have came with magic milkshakes, waist trainers, or something else, I would have said no. But when you said gold, I said, okay, it's gold.
Magic milkshakes.
Yeah, I mean, magic milkshakes, magic potion lotions, or something like that. I said, Fitzgerald, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good.
So what you're saying, even though it was me, it had to make sense to you.
Right.
You just didn't do it just because it was me. It had to make sense to you.
Well, I did it because if somebody else would have came with the same opportunity, I probably would have said no, even though it's gold. But because it's you and it's gold, I said, yeah, I'll buy a package. Okay, for sure, I'll buy a package. I called a couple people. They're like, dog. And it was the same thing. I was getting people to sign up, not buy a package, but I was getting people to sign up off of the strength of me. But they didn't do anything with their, they never bought a package.
Did I under the promise over deliver, or did I waste your dang time?
You didn't waste my time.
Okay. Has it exceeded what you thought it could do?
I wish I regret not getting started sooner, not taking it serious sooner. I sat on it for 3 years. Didn't do anything.
How do you feel about it now?
We're on here every day now.
Okay.
That's right, except for Saturdays.
Mo Vegan Africa. What package did did you buy initially? Prince, I'll let you answer that.
How about the bronze package initially? Now, could I have bought a bigger package? Yes, but again, I was Fitzgerald. I'm gonna do it because of you. Leave me alone. That's why I bought it.
Okay.
That's why I bought it, because of Fitzgerald Stephens. And then Fitzgerald kept bringing it up. I'm like, Fitzgerald, all right, whatever, dog, whatever. Georgia gonna kill y'all this year. Georgia gonna wax y'all this year, whatever. And then we made the bet in regards to the cryptocurrency, the crypto. That was the bet. So actually, the bet was if Georgia, whoever won the Georgia-Alabama game in the national championship, we had to treat each other, whoever the winner was, to Ruth Chris.
About $100 we agreed on.
About $100. So Fitzgerald said, you know what? Instead of doing that, just go buy you $100 worth of cryptocurrency.
Yeah, because I told you, I said Alabama going to win anyway. This is easy money. Okay, so I ain't even worried about paying you. So Alabama going to win anyway. And then I said, hey, because back then we were getting free cryptocurrency with our packages as well. That's gone now. You got to buy it on the open market. But back then it was just phenomenal what the company was doing back in 2018. So I told Dinas, okay, man, all right, brother, here's what I want you to do. Now you are going to you're going to get you a package. Okay. Now, if you're going to add about $100 for that, about $80 for that, something, you're going to get you a package. If you agree not to get a package, I want my money back right now.
Right.
That's what I said to him. He give me. So I had to trick this man into getting wealth. Since then, and thank you for that, Prince Amir. Since then, this man has personally registered over 640 people. In other words, he's affected 640 families around the world who are said yes to him. I've only registered myself 127. The average person in all the world of networking registers something like 3. But his sponsor rate is outstanding. But Dinas is doing something that for him and his family's future that it's going to have ramifications generations long. To help my wife build a team back then, I gave her gave Dinas to the niece, and stuff. So if you understand how our business worked on group economics, it wasn't doing any. It wasn't costing me anything anyway. But I gave her one of the premier superstars of all the world of Karatbars, to help her build a team, and I would do it again if I had to do it over again. Now, so the man started collecting gold. Gold wasn't doing nowhere like it's doing now. I mean, it wasn't doing anything. It was still pretty good, but we didn't see where this thing was going to take off like this. And we didn't see where it was going to grow. I understand when Prince Amir, when Prince Roger Nelson's passed away, they found gold, in his house, about a kilo or something of gold, as far as with his house. Even as great as he was at music, he still understood that. And so we want to create, we want to have fun with this. Now we're having fun. Prince Amir, when we got started, we wasn't anything to have fun. We was making money. After we make money, then the fun kick in. I know I could definitely say it for me, but in the world of business, I go in to make money. Okay, and so and then
real quick. So Aisha Ladon, Second Life vlogger, who's in the chat room right now, she's about to acquire a package. Aisha, I'm guessing you have a YouTube page. So me and Fitzgerald have no problem coming on your page.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Would love to. I could shoot. I can make that happen as easy as this evening or tomorrow. You just let me know. I'll be delighted to. Because Miss Aisha, our job is to help you build wealth. That's what we do, and we do it for free, and we do it with happiness and gratitude. Every time you see me come on this channel, I have been working well over a year, helping my brother there build a gargantuan team. I have my own link too. I have my own Karatbar business too. You'll never see my link on this page. Even if I share this on Facebook, you'll never see my link on his page. This is his platform. So I come in there and to promote this opportunity for him, and and help his business grow. Just did the same thing to one of his affiliates over in London. Another one is affiliates in San Jose. Another one is affiliates in Kuwait, the country of Kuwait. You know what? If you don't care if you don't care who gets the credit in this business, you'll get rich. You can't look at part like, hey, I want to be recognized. Build your people up. Let them walk across the stage. Let them win the cars. Let them win the houses. Let them win the Rolex watches. Guess what? Yours is going to come. And so I say that, it would be a delight to work with you. It'd be first and foremost welcome. And we take serious building our partners' wealth. The world of wealth builders, the teaching system that was created by Mr. Ty and Mrs. Valerie Best, or here in the United States. The name says it all. It's a system that Mr. Best has created and Mrs. Best has created that shows you exactly how to build wealth by establishing your own Karatbars business, your own gold franchises, show you exactly how to talk to people, show you what to say to people, show you how to structure your business. You're going to have my personal phone number, 1-716-573-6296, 1-716-573-6296. Now, that's the number people mostly call. When you call that number, you're not reaching Dynas Amir, you're reaching Fitzgerald Stephens. Dynas, I've actually had people call that, they thought I was you. Okay. The reason I do it like that, and the reason you don't hear Prince Amir give his phone number out, is the fact that's the way in the beginning that we agreed to. I have a special relationship with Dynas that we put the help to put this together to grow wealth. Here's why: because he is a global YouTube artist, well close to 75,000 subscribers on Search for Uru. He does a whole lot more content to have me on here. Many shows, many different topics connected to diaspora all over the world. Well, I told him when we first started this, when I visited him in his house back a year ago, I said, listen, man, your work is simply too important for me to really take you off. I'll go ahead and help. You're Batman, I'm Robin. I'm going to help manage your organization. I'm going to help build. And I made that thing with him, and it's worked out phenomenal for us with what we do. Because a lot of times he's making videos several times through the day. And so if you call, and let's just say you're in a different time zone, him and I both in the Eastern time zone here in the United States. And if you call and he can't pick up the phone because he's making the show, we didn't want it to be where you didn't know what to do. So when you now sometimes often he's going to call you. He's going to make contact with you because he's going to know where you came in as an organization. But the most of the time he's going to direct you with me, and then I'm going to navigate and show you how to do with your business packages, show you and just answer general questions for you. Okay, so what is Karatbars? What is Karatbars? I am glad you asked. Karatbars is the largest distributor of small gram gold increments anywhere in the world. Okay, it is a company that was started in 2011 by a gentleman by the name of Dr. Harold Constantine Sykes, who I think is a financial genius, especially with the way this ecosystem he has created. What's the ecosystem he has created? A system that's based on gold, the way it used to be. The way things used to be, how gold is money. And so what do you mean a system based on gold? You are simply exchanging your paper dollars in for gold. Mr. Amir, if I ask you for $100 and you give me back, you ask me for $100 rather, and I give you 5 20s, $100 bills, $100 in quarters, or 20, any kind of denominations that add up, $10 bills, $100. Purchase. A question: did I buy any money from you?
No, you just exchanged.
I just exchanged it. So if you go out and take that same money, and let's just say you go out and exchange it for a gram of gold. That's 1 gram of gold. Okay. Did you buy anything? No. Why you want to do that? Well, your dollars are going down. Your CF francs are going down. Your Nigerian naira is going down. Your South African rand is going down. Your Australian, Canadian, American, and Ghanese dollar is going down. What I mean going down? Their purchasing power is going down. Yet we see this little bitty precious little metal, little bitty shiny thing, about 1 gram of gold. It's up to a record high now, darn near $2,041 per an ounce. Now, when I got started in this thing, And what date I get started, Prince Amir?
It was 17 degrees outside.
Yeah, right on, right on.
Michael Dacko called you.
Right on, right on.
He was in your 1-bedroom apartment in Buffalo, New York.
Right on, right on.
January 5th, 2015.
14, go on, keep going. 17 degrees, Buffalo, New York. Michael Delco say, Fitzgerald, I got this business deals with gold. You know, do you want it? I said, heck yeah. And register my account. Clicked onto the link. Gold back then was $1,100 an ounce. I started collecting. I started getting just little bit at a time. You know, you can get like this 0.1 gram of cash gold. That little thing right there is gold too. You know, you can get that for less than $7 US. I started collecting a little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. And now I'm glad I did. I have one regret. I wished I would have got more. Because that gold that was $1,100 an ounce back in 2015, it just hit $2,041 per an ounce right now. I mean, I got a little teary-eyed almost, because that little gold that Prince Amir flashed, I was crazy enough to bet on a football game, 2 grams of gold, and I lost it. He took my gold, so he got it back. So I lost that thing. I'm like, God, man, why did I do that? Why did I just bet him $50? Because you know what? That 2 grams of gold is worth way more than right now than it was a year ago. Okay, so I saved in gold, ladies and gentlemen. I started building assets. I started acquiring assets. You know, things that are going to build my wealth. Then I went and shared with my dear friend, Diane Samir. You see what Diane said? Hey, I came into it because you came into it. Mr. Delco can tell you the same thing with Mr. Nate Hines. He came into it because Mr. Nate Hines said he came into it. And Mr. Delco, I came into it because Mr. Delco was into it. I didn't, go, man, okay, fine. Michael, all right, okay, let's go. And I started at 50 years old. And that was about 5 years ago. And so then I started telling people who started telling people. I got my business package, and they started saving in gold, and they started building their wealth in gold, and they started building their wealth in gold, and they started building, and I started getting a percentage of all the people within my network that was saving in gold and building wealth for their information. Building wealth for their families and stuff. And lo and behold, I wake up January, wake up a couple of years later, and I got a group of close to 12,000 affiliates in Africa, in Canada, in the Caribbean, in Turkey, and Europe, and London, and Switzerland, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Trinidad, and all these kind of stuff. And here I am working right up here, staying right here in Tampa, Florida, managing a global business by way of a cell phone and computer. That people don't work for me. They don't work for me. People don't work for you. We are all independent business owners, but because they happen to be in your network, you're getting a percentage of that. Similar to the same exact way your job does. You see, on the job, the president of the company, who usually he or she make the lion's share of the profits. Why? Because they're receiving a percentage of everybody within their organization. That's why you have CEOs that they're getting paid something like 3,000 and 6,000% more than the average worker. That's why, that's why when they get ready to retire, some of them are making 6 figures a month, and other people trying to figure out what they're going to cut back while working the same amount of time, because they use leverage, which is another thing. You got to use leverage. Create residual incomes that's not based on your income alone. And then you need to figure out a way to minimize these tax breaks, these taxes. Hey, I don't care what part of the world you live in. Every country is going to charge you taxes. There's no way around that. I used to think, and up into this week, I realized I was making a grave error. That was last week, rather. I realized I was making an error. I used to think taxes and debt are twin brothers. They are not. Actually, debt is the baby sister of taxes. The baby sister, not baby brother, the baby sister. Here's why. You can be out of debt all day long, but you're always going to be paying those taxes.
Taxes, right?
You're always, the taxes are property tax, sales taxes. You can be out of debt. Cool. Do you know that? Do you know that? Hilton Head, South Carolina. For those of you familiar with history of the United States, to many of our African brothers and sisters, you know, we come from that continent too. We just was cut off. Unlike you guys who know who you are, what tribe. Many of us over here, we don't. It's not that we're lesser than you or you're better than us. You know, we just went through this Holocaust called slavery. You know, and many of us was brought to this country, America. Many of us shipped to the Dominican Republic, South America, Brazil, and we just got cut off from identity. We don't know, for the most part, we don't know who we are. But no one's. We're still Africans. We do know that. You know, regardless of what's thought otherwise. So there's a piece of real estate over here in the United States in South Carolina. It's called Hilton Head, South Carolina. Hilton Head is a very, very expensive piece of real estate in the nation. A lot of tourists and hotels and things like that. Prime real estate right along the coast. Myrtle Beach is the same thing. That used to be owned by former prisoners of war. I'm not going to call us slaves. We were prisoners of war. Okay, so the slave is a demeaning term. That's why the other cats put that on there to make them feel like they're superior. But we can have another talk about that later on. We're prisoners of war. Okay, and so that territory was given to us. Okay, and people of color used to own it, and they had those homes paid for, but they don't anymore. You know why? Taxes. All someone went in there to do who wanted that property, they put unscrupulous things in order, and they raised the property taxes on those things to a prohibitive form, and they took it even though it was paid for. And then they in turn raised it up, and miles generating millions. This is fact, man. This is fact. And so even though it was debt free, they still lost the property. Taxes is the biggest detriment and the biggest enemy to your wealth. And so you have got to figure out a way to get, to minimize that. You can't probably never really truly defeat it, but you can greatly minimize it. And so owning your own business allows you to lower your tax burden. Okay, Karatbars allows you to have your own home-based business in 149 countries. Now, I don't know how it works in England or in other countries in Africa, but I can almost certain say this, that the fact that if the business laws, the tax laws in most countries are designed for the business owner, the producer. Right. They're going to pay less taxes than the people who don't have companies, who don't figure it out to create jobs. That's just the way it works. The rich rule over the poor, as the book of Proverbs will say, and the borrower is servant to the lender. That's true all over the world. Okay, so we're able to minimize our taxes by having our own home-based business that Karatbars give us. Final thing, we're able to leave our income, the income that we create as a result of our business, leveraging the efforts of others, result of paying a residual income business. Money is coming in, whether we're sleeping, whether we're on the beach, whether we're on a bike trail, whether I'm up there hanging out with Prince Amir, shooting the breeze, talking strategy with him. We're able to create a residual income that in the event of our death, we can actually leave to our beneficiaries. He can leave his residual income that his Karatbars business is producing for him right now to a 6-year-old child, and that income will still keep paying that little boy right now. Even though he's 6 years old, Prince Amir can have that money designated for a trust that his son cannot access until his father thinks he's a mental and proper mental mindset to do it. Say like 35 or 40, but when he comes in there, all of a sudden he takes over everything that his dad has done, and that is still paying him, and he takes that over. Similar way we see there's this one guy, Michael Joseph Jackson, great R&B singer, great singer, period. Michael Jackson's been gone 10 years to this earth. I was at my house in McDonough, Georgia, when I got the thing that he had passed away. Mm-hmm. Since he has been gone 10 years, Prince Amir, his estate has generated over $1 billion, and that man has been in the ground 10 years. Mm-hmm. Well, his children, his 2 sons and his daughter, they haven't got on the stage. They haven't shuck away the Golden Glove. They haven't done anything. They haven't went on tours or anything. Yet what their father has done It's still paying them because every time you hear an MJ song, you see his image. Its stuff is used in movie scores or on lunchboxes. Guess what? Someone is paying that estate royalty far as for that. There's children control that estate, you know, as far as when they get of age. I think Mr. Jackson was smart enough to put in, he has them where his 3 kids can't even really get anything until they're 40 years old. But he want to make sure they have the mental mindset to keep it. Very smart on his age. He wasn't as crazy as people thought he was. You know, and so every time that's generated, whether it's someone who was an author, someone who's making a movie, someone who was making a best-selling record. I heard that there's this artist named Nas. He's a rap artist, and I don't really know much about his stuff, but I heard that he put his daughter as an executive producer on an album he produced. So check this out, Permit. She would always receive royalties for that because she's listed as an executive producer. This is the way the wealthy play the games, ladies and gentlemen. This is the way they play the game. They play to win. They ain't playing just to get by. And so much you must play the game to win too. Understand, when I come on here, I am talking to you about building wealth. Now, but I go back to my old statement. The rich rule over the poor and the borrower servant to the lender. King Solomon wrote that about over 4,000 years ago. And it's still true to this very day. You know, he said the rich rule over the poor. You don't want nobody to rule over you? Figure out how to get rich. Well, Fitzgerald, brother Fitzgerald, I hear you, man. Money and everything. You're right. It's right up there. It's just a little bit lower than air. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Tell me what on God's earth you're going to do without money. We're going to live off of love. Give that to the rent man and mortgage man the first of the month. Let me know how that go for you.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and take the. Go ahead, love. Go ahead and take that. Go ahead and take that. Go ahead and take that to the grocery store and tell them, you know what? All these groceries we got in there, ma'am, that is going to be $453. Oh, I forgot the chewy, the gummy bears that your son just put in there. So $455. Okay. And they're not going to ask you cash or charge. Go out there and tell them, well, you know what? Just love. Security. You know, you need resources in this land. That's why the whole world is turned upside down with this coronavirus, because it is affecting people's economic future. It's affecting their economic presence. And that's why millions and millions of people really don't know what they're going to do. We got a couple of several millions just in this state alone, the United States alone, that are undergoing foreclosures, being evicted out of houses. Those processes are getting ready to start. 23 million people. Ladies and gentlemen, I lost a house. I know what that do. That will turn your world upside down. I see why people go to war to defend their homes and land. That will tell you, someone take your house, they will turn your world upside down. It'll turn your children's world upside down. Okay. And so what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Your income is lost. Your job is lost. You know, your job is cutting back on hours, making more, having less people do more. Woe be unto you if you're not one of the precious few who they deem to keep. You need a wealth stream. You need to create your own business. Now, I said it before, but let me rethink about this now. But I'm confident. I'm confident at 55 years old. I'm very, very confident. At 55 years old, I'm confident that I can beat that 38-year-old sitting in that black t-shirt to a tug of war. I'm 55. I'm very confident now. I used to be strong. I used to be diesel strong. Still think I am. You know, with the gray hair and 55. But you know, I still think I'm like I'm 25. Of course I'm not, but I like to think I am. Makes me feel good. I ignore that gray hair I see up there. You know, but makes me feel good. Okay, so I challenge him to a tug of war. Prince Amir, I want you to meet me on Northside Drive and Rice Street. There's a Burger King on the right. There's a park right across the street of that, not too far from Morehouse College. He would know exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. Said, you know, I'm betting you $500 that I can beat you to a tug of war. Okay, and will you take it? Well, I know he will, because you know he sees opportunity. He's a businessman. He'll probably try to talk me, Fitzgerald. You know, man. Listen, man, you're my brother. You're my mentor, and everything. I said, dude, I ain't got time for this. Do you want this paper? You do know. So I challenged him. He's gonna say, yeah, okay, man, I'll do it. You know, I know how to get under it. You know, and so we're over there. When he arrives, he notices I'm already there. But he notices that, when he notices there's something like 5 more other guys in the stand. He don't pay any attention. He said, Fitzgerald, you ready to get this? We had to get this on. I said, man, stop talking, get the rope. Let's go ahead and rock the rope. I got places I got to be. Okay, and then he lines up on one side. I line up on the other side. And then and before we start, he said, I'd say, wait a minute, Prince. Wait a minute, fellas. And now 5 of those guys come out the stand. They're about my size. They're 55 and older. They're 55 just like me. And he's like, well, Fitzgerald, what are you doing? I said, I challenge you to a tug of war. You didn't say I couldn't bring anybody. Okay. We get started. We start. He's going to lose every single time. Why? I got 5 more of the people working with me to help me beat him. I take his $500 with a smile on my face. I decided to break some other guys some money off because they helped me beat him. He's out of $500, and let's just say I decided to keep. Let's say out of $500, I decided to keep 200 of it and divide the other 300 up with my guys because they helped me build wealth. You understand? Now, Fitzgerald, man, get to the point. What are you saying? All right. Be patient. Be cool. That's if you are Prince Amir, meaning if you are just working on a job. If your job is your sole source of income and you don't have leverage, what happens to your income if you lose your job? What are you going to do? What happens if your job says, oh, wait, Corona, you don't got your mask on, can't stay here, you're gone. I've been here 20 years. I gave you the best years of my life, and I paid you every 20 years for you been here. I don't owe you anything. Okay? And what happens if you get a phone call saying, well, we have this test and look like you have this illness. That happened to my my stepson a couple of days ago. All of a sudden Corona came on him and his wife. He can't work now. Okay. No, doesn't have another secondary or source of income. What happens to his household? Pressure. Stress. But what happens to the guy who has leverage? What happens to the guy or the woman who has built a residual income, built a wealth system that pays them even when a couple of people drop off? Their household is not disrupted. They're able to live. Their children can still eat. They can still pay the mortgage. They can still put food on the table. It would pick a city where you want. Abidjan. Lagos, Abu Ghras, Cape Town, Johannesburg, Perth, Auckland, Lisbon, Portugal, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Miami, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia. Pick anyone you want in the world. Paris, France, Berlin, Germany. Pick it. You're going to go right there and you're going to see people. You're going to see some people going to be working. Then you're going to see some other cats out there walking. They're on a golf course. It's not crowded. They're riding around on golf course 10 to 11 a.m. in the morning while you're rushing to work. You're going to a restaurant and you're trying to wolf your sandwich down because you got a half an hour. You just spent 15 minutes just getting in there and waiting in line. And so you're trying to wolf that down. You notice they was there before you came and they're still after you get ready to go. And they're eating that food real slow and they're still talking. Why? Because they have leverage. Other people are helping them make their money. Meanwhile, you're the only one sold for your money. That's a very, very dangerous position. And that's why we're seeing millions and millions of people around the world who are getting their economic house turned upside down. Now, some of them people who were of the persuasion, I got a good job. I'm cool. That Karatbar thing, that little gold thing y'all talking about, man, you know what? I'm too bougie for this. I'm Reverend Dr. Poobah. I'm the citywide dog catcher. All the dogs in the city got to report to me. I'm the man. I'm the woman. Hey, frat, you know what? What my fraternity going to think? What my neighbor's going to think? Let me tell y'all something real quick and get through your mind. Titles are not sexy. Income is.
Mm-hmm.
Titles are not sexy. Income is. You got that thing like that, dude. When you once again you go to the grocery store, they don't ask you. They don't ask you, what you do to earn it. Do you get it from by working your Karatbar business and getting paid in euros, or are you sitting up there working at a cleaning service, overnight cleaning apartment? They don't have any of that for it. The world wants to know one question only for you. One question and one question only. The world of business. And here's that question. Do you have the money or do you not? Well, I'm finna get it. I ain't hearing that. Do you have the money or do you not? Do you have the money or do you not? Well, I got good intentions. Do you have the money or do you not? And when you start thinking in ice cold terms like that, you're going to start seeing the world how it is, and you're going to start saying something like, wait a minute, I have got to stay the wolves off. The wolves. And my brother my youngest brother has taught me that among a couple of things that we have conversations. The wolves. Well, a wolf is not necessarily known for their real power. They hunt in packs. You see one-on-one, he's bigger than the average dog and looking ferocious. But the wolf is not really known for just really just a lot of the ferocious power. They can't take down a lion by himself, but 10 of them can. What a wolf has is very, very strong endurance. They'll just, you're just running. You'll see one over the hill, and then you'll see another one, then you'll see another one, and you start taking off running. And they keep up with you. Maybe they're just a little bit behind. All they're just doing like this. You're running. They're just doing. And you notice they're getting closer. When you stop, they're still coming. They don't stop until they get you. Okay, they don't stop. And so that's what the bills do. Those are the wolves. It don't stop just because your income stop. Your obligations don't stop, just because your income stop. They're still coming at you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have residual bills, Prince Amir, you complete the sentence.
You need a residual income.
You got residual bills, you need a residual income. Okay, Karatbars will to solve all 4 of those quadrants that I said right there. Number 1, you acquire assets, build your wealth and assets. We acquire gold. Number 2, you can create a residual income by leveraging and duplicating the efforts of others. Number 3, you can create your own business, thus have your own business that are able you to afford tax breaks by having a business. Number 4, you can leave generational wealth behind in the event of your death. And as my precious mother, Annie Lou Austin, has said, we did not come here to stay. She has drilled that in my head over the years. And she's absolutely right. Thank you for that, Mom. We did not come here to stay. We're gonna leave here. Okay. But what about the people? What about the people who are going to remain behind us? What about our generations? We want to be in a position where we leave generation wealth, and we must be in that position. So, okay, Fitzgerald, you told me you rock the roll. Okay, what is going on? Okay, register your business account. Prince Amir's business business link is going right down at the end of the stream, at the bottom of the page. So that's it. Get your business package. Why do you want to create a business package? You want to create a residual income every week. That's what you want to do. And by getting a business package, you can create an income 5 times a month, 4 times a week, once every month with another bonus and stuff like that. If you really want to be savvy about it, you can get another business package in your business account, and you put yourself in a positions where you can get paid 10 times a month. How much can you pay paid? How much do you want? You see, there's no cap on this. This is not a job. This is not a salary. This is a wealth opportunity, and that's what you want. You just want an opportunity, ma'am, that you don't have to worry about some cat hitting on you. You don't have to worry about you being discriminated by wages simply because you're a female. An opportunity, sir, that you don't have to worry about, just because you're of a different political party or you're a different fraternity, or like my case, no fraternity at all, or you had a criminal record in the past, you're judged by your past and all that stuff. You want someone, you ain't, as a man, dude, you ain't asking nobody for a handout. You just want someone to give you an opportunity. That's what you want. This is what that does. And you want to be paid for what you do. This is what it does. Single mother, you want to be paid just like a married male if you produce like he is. That's what this will do. 18-year-old, you want to be paid like an older guy like myself. If you do the same work, why shouldn't you get to pay the same pay? You want to be a boss. When I come on these streams, I'm talking to you about being a boss, not working for one. There's a big difference. Being a boss. Why do you want to be a boss? The rich rule over the poor. The borrowers serve it to the lenders. Hey, if you're not a boss, you do what your boss tell them to. And here's one of the main things they like to remind you of from time to time. You work for me.
You work for me.
You work for me. That's one of the main things. You get cats actually who don't own the company, and you give them a little title, and they say you work for me. No.
Hey, hold on, for Fitzgerald, manager in training, and they
manager in training, yeah.
They run the company, manager in training.
It's berserk. No, power is in ownership. So you own your own wealth stream. You determine what you want. You determine the hours you got to go. Now, I'm not sitting up here painting that this thing is going to be easy. You're going to work. Prince Amir and I have worked to build what we built. Mr. Michael Delco has worked to build what he has built. Mr. Ty Best has worked to build what he built. Mr. Harold Sykes has worked to build what he built. All you want is an opportunity. If you wanted them cash, you think Prince Amir and I are going to stack it up and you just come knock it down, man. No, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. I'm going to tell you. But you want them cats like, hey, I'm willing to work hard, and I need y'all help. Can y'all get alongside me, help me and my family build wealth? You ain't going to find two better cats to do it than us. Believe me, we're going to be right in the trenches with you. Why would we do that? Because helping you build wealth for us. You helping someone else build wealth for you. You have no cap. 149 questions, 149 countries, should I say. What's the work? What is the work? Let me demonstrate to you the work. Hey, Prince Amir, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Hey, good, man. How's your little boy doing?
Master's great. He's
good. Tell him I got some lightsabers for him when I see him. Hey, listen, do you keep your income options open? Do you ever look for any ways to make money from home?
I sure do.
Hey, great. Hey, I'm going to send you my business video. It's called therealmoney.info. You prefer if I text or email it to you?
Email.
Okay, great. Takes about 30 minutes. Now this is very important. I'm going to have to follow up with you. Let's say 7:30 or 9 o'clock tonight. Which is best for you?
7:30. Okay,
7:30. Now, if he tells me I won't have until next month to look at it, I don't even bother. You just leave. Man, I thought you said you wanted to make money, so you ain't serious. You ain't gonna take my time serious. Why in the world should I take yours? You gotta be ruthless when you building your wealth. Okay, ruthless that you recognize BS. You don't got time for it. You trying to build something. Okay, you're trying to build something. So I follow up with him, and so I give him a call. Ring.
Hey, Fitzgerald.
Hey, good, Prince. Great. I don't say, man, tell me about the Georgia Bulldogs. Tell me about the Las Vegas Raiders. He loves both of those teams. I ain't got time for that. Neither one of them put money in our pockets. I ask him 2 questions or 2 questions long. Number 1, did you watch the video?
I did.
Good. Great. Do you see an opportunity for yourself?
I do.
Great. Let's go ahead and get your free affiliate account registered. Let's go ahead and get your account registered. Okay, I send him email and link. He goes over 7 minutes. I said, okay, you're going to receive an email from Karatbars, verify your account. And I say, congratulations, you now have your own home-based business. And I said, Mr. Mayor, I'm going to call Mr. Delco. Okay, and he's built a tremendous business. Actually, the gentleman that really helped me get me started. I just want to introduce him to you. Do you notice I didn't ask his permission? That's how bosses think. Do bosses ask you permission to go do work they're giving you, assigned to you to, or they just tell you this is what they want you to do?
They tell you what you
want. So you got to think like a leader. You got to think like a boss. I might do a video on that tonight. Think like a boss on my stream. Now, shout
out your stream. Shout out your page.
My page is find ways to win. Find FIND ways WAYS, and then the number 2 WIN wins with Fitzgerald Stephens. So I call Mr. Delco. Mr. Delco, Mr. Stephens, how are you doing? And always treat your sponsor, the person who you're calling, with utmost respect. But you notice how it's always, you guys always hear me call him Prince Amir, never died ass, been knowing this cat 15 years. I knew him way before Dynass Amir ever was, but I don't do that. It's Prince Amir. I give him that respect. Because I give him that respect, guess what? The people who are going to want to, who I want him to listen to, they're going to respect him too. Never treat people common. Even I don't care how much you know them, especially if they're helping you build success. So Mr. Delco, Mr. Stephens, great. Mr. Delco, I have Prince Dynass Amir on. He's just registered, just like to introduce it to it. Mr. Delco is going to know everything he needs to know just by me saying that statement. I put my phone on mute. Mr. Delco talks to him. Mr. Delco helps him with his package. Mr. Delco plugs him into wealth builders and stuff. And then I go on to do the other one. Can you do that? Can you do that? Can you ask people if they want to make more money? Can you follow up with them? Ask them, did they watch a video? They see an opportunity for yourself. Can you send them your business link to register in your business? Can you do a three-way with myself or Prince Amir to help us, let us talk to the people? Well, congratulations. You too can build a team like 12,000 affiliates, just like I have. That's how we did it. That's why Prince Amir and I do that. Ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing special about us. We don't have this magic gift for the gab or whatever people want to call it. We're not this great salesperson. We don't have some special anointing that God Almighty sprinkled on us and said, poof, you will be a Karatbar affiliate extraordinaire. Right. We have to work. We have to contact people. And we have a system the way we do it. And we get right out down in to help people. That's the work. Your work is to plug into the system, get the training that is done by wealth builders, with Mr. Tyrone and Mrs. Valerie Best. Assistant's going to show you exactly how to do it. Your work is to give me a call, 1-716-573-6296. Mr. Fitzgerald, how do I do this? How do I do that? I give you some training, then I plug in a wealth builder. Your job, when you get a call from Prince Amir, he's going to get your business package. Now, in the little time I got, let's talk about business packages. Okay. Business package, like my brother has said, is your own gold franchise. There's a cost for doing business, ladies and gentlemen. Be wary of these things when someone tell you, no, you don't have to do anything. It's free. All you got to do is sit back and collect the paper and we knock it down for you. They run from that. That's Twilight Zone stuff. That's not reality. Do your job pay you just to sit up and show up at work? Well, right. Maybe some of y'all do. I don't know, but for the most part, they want you to do something. They want you to do something in order to earn that. So get your business package. What is a business package? Well, a business package is your own gold franchise, your own global franchise. I and Prince Amir are VIP. You see that VIP package behind me? That's when they used to mail the packages out. Now we do what's called a digital package. So you don't actually get a physical package, but it comes with the same thing. If you set up a bank account, they don't send you an actual package or an actual account thing. Everything is done digitalized. You can go online and you see it, and your money is just as effective as if you have cash in the bank. It's just as effective as cash in the hand. Business package, VIP package, about between 34 to 4,900 euros, depending on which one you get. The gold business package, about 2,200 euros, depending on which one you get. A silver business package, about 595 euros. Bronze business package, about 180 euros. Why did I say euros? The company is based in Germany, which deals with euros as a denomination. We pay them in euros, they pay us back in euros. When I say we pay them in euros, I, as an American, use the American dollar. When I pay them in euros, I have to convert, but I have to go through an exchange rate. So, like say for instance, €1 is equal to 85 cents in American dollars. So it's going to cost me a few more American dollars to do the same in euros, but that's cool. They pay me back in euros. Okay. Now, how is the money? How is the money rocking and roll? How's the money made? Because that's here what we're taught. You don't think when you get in business you're there to have fun, do you? You don't think you're bored, bored, and you want to get away from the wife, or you tired of people telling you what to do on a job. You don't think that's why you get in business, do you? You don't think while you get in business where you're going to have a whole bunch of people just work for you and you sit back and do nothing, do you? If that's what you think, don't start a business. Keep working for someone else. You get in business to make money, to make a profit. If you are not making a profit, you have a nice hobby. But you are doing an activity. You are in business to make a profit, period. There's a certain amount of money you must make in order to keep that business going. And which gets me to another one of my things. You must run your household like the business it is. And businesses demand revenue. There's a certain amount of money you must make, and you got to be doggone serious about going ahead and getting that. So I have a VIP. Mr. Mir has a VIP, and let me apologize right now. You have a VIP. Okay, you get a VIP, and every time someone purchases gold, businesses packages, the ATM. The blockchain phone, this phone right here runs over the blockchain. You can make phone calls over it, exclusive on the Karatbars. The computer, any number, especially gold cards or whatever. Anytime they purchase one of those products, there's a unit value assigned to that product based on the product that is purchased. So if the product is more than another item, it generates more units. Karatbars, you have two teams, a left team and a right team, and only two teams. Okay, so when you receive, when people are acquiring goods, 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side as a part of them buying. Every time that happened, you as a VIP whole package holder, you will receive 80 euros every time that happens. I don't care if that just happens right now in Perth, Australia now. I don't care if it happened in Montreal, Quebec. I don't care if some lady was drinking coffee in Abu Ghraib, Ethiopia. Every time that comes in your network, that this multi-million-dollar software package that is free for you every single month to run your business registers, and then you're paid out in euros and in our payment system there. If you have a gold business package, 25 units on one side or one team, 50 units on another team, you are going to receive 60 euros. Now, some of y'all might be saying, you know what, man, Fitzgerald, I hear you, dude. But once again, I'm bougie. I'm a lawyer. I'm Reverend Pooh Bar of the Oak Club. $60, that don't do it for me. I see that on the ground, I'm going to pass by. That ain't worth me picking over my alligator shoes. Okay, you go ahead and keep walking. I'll pick it up behind you. But meanwhile, you're saying that ain't enough for you. What if you're doing that several times a day? What if you're doing that several times a day? And we have many people that are doing like that. Many people replace their income off that so-called 60 euros that you would just pass over. Titles don't pay bills. Titles are not sexy. Income is sexy. Okay? Duplication is sexy. Where you're not just dependent upon your own self. 60 euros every time that happens. 25 euros on one side, 50 euros on another side. Your silver business package, 50 euros. 25 units on one side, 50 units on another side. If you're a bronze, 40 euros. How many payouts can you get for a week? Is 180,000 good enough for you? My sponsor, Mr. Michael Delco, and you guys hear me mention his name often. I've been knowing the man since 1998. No, I have a personal relationship with him. 6 years ago, he saw this opportunity. He got started with his silver package. 103 days later, he walked away from a six-figure mortgage banking job he has never worked. Why did he start with his silver package? Well, making all that money, he couldn't come up with the $3,000 that he had for a VIP. See, you know what? Do you know how many people would just like to make an extra 500 euros a week? Do you know what that would do for most people's household? Okay. It'll change the trajectory, especially if they're not going out there and working for it. Okay. Karatbars has a system that you can win free gold. Prince Amir is on his way to do this right now. If you're just getting a gram of gold a month. This is called a Karatbar classic card, classic gold, 1 gram. Okay. He's going to do that for 12 months and he's not too far away from it. and he has 5 people who are also going to do it for 12 months, and he has that system put in place. Do you know once he hits that, Karatbars will send him 20 of these for free every month just by him saving gold? So he buys one and that's 20. How about this one? You start as a, you say, well, Mr. Fitzgerald, I'm not really feeling the VIP. I'm feeling the VIP, man, but I just could start as a gold. Okay, great. Congratulations, Mr. Keith Grundy, also in Prince Diane Samir's team, sponsored by Mr. Alberto Marin, who picked up his gold package yesterday. Okay. And so here's what we got, Mr. Marin, Mr. Grundy on Track Food. Karatbars allows you within 5 weeks. If you get 5 package holders at your level or above, when 5 weeks, they promote you to the automatic next level. So we're working with Mr. Grundy, Prince Amir, myself, and Mr. Marin. We're trying to get him promoted where he gets 5 people with our help that on the VIP, and he's going to earn a free VIP, a free VIP package. In other words, he gets 5 golds, he earns a free VIP. Let's see if you get a silver business package, which we recommend the minimum. That's where you start, because you have a chance to do this twice. And you get 5 silvers. Let's say you do it in 2 weeks, and then the remaining, and you have 3 weeks left out the 5, and you go find 5 golds. You're automatically a VIP, just like Dynas and I, for free. We're getting the higher package layout. This thing rewards production. Now, I'm looking at a couple of comments in here, and they're talking about other things like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We have our own cryptocurrency. I'll hardly ever talk about that. That's doing pretty well now. The Prince Amir and I have gathered that. Karatbars has its own crypto exchange called Karatbit. We have a lot of things that's coming down the pike right now, but this is a wealth building system. So my presentation is getting ready to go around third base now. And my closing statement, Mr. Warren Buffett has said, if you don't figure out a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Absolutely fact. Fitzgerald Stephens says, if you don't make moves, moves will be made on you. You can set your watch by that statement. We're seeing that happening all over the world right now. People who didn't make moves, people who thought they had time, people who we talked to years ago about Karatbars. Nah, I'm straight, dog. I'm cool, man. What are you doing that for? Blankety blank, man. I wouldn't be caught dead, man. You got a college degree, Fitzgerald. You out there doing it, Prince Amir. You're a college grad. What are you doing that? Look, they ain't laughing anymore. As a matter of fact, we get calls from those people, man. Y'all still doing that gold thing? Yeah, and you know what, Prince Amir and I say, hey, brother, come on in. We'll help you. We ain't got time to play these childish games, laughing at someone. See, I told you so. Bet you're going to be sorry now. We ain't got time. People are hurting. We're here to help those who want to be helped. Okay, and so for those who say, well, I still not seen it, God bless you. Hey, do what you need to do to take care of your household, but consider putting something together. It's going to have these factors in place. Put something, builds your residual income, minimizes taxes, that you can have an internet business in 149 countries all over the world. Your business never sleeps and never closes. You don't have to be there to do it. Lead something for your children, your beneficiaries. And the final statement, Mr. Delco has said that if you don't come from a wealthy family needs to come from you. If you don't come from a wealthy family needs to come from you. Ladies and gentlemen, Prince Amir and I are about building wealth. We're about showing our partners how to do that. Once again, if you got a problem with building wealth, you got a problem trying to get wealthy, get rich, okay, go ahead and log off this stream right now. Call some other cat on, have him sign on to it and do it. And I'm being for real like that. We don't have time to, these things like that. Money is the root of all evil. No, you misquoted the scriptures wrong. The scripture says the love of money is the root of all evil. I met crazy people who were wealthy. I met crazy people who were broke. I've had money and I haven't had money. Believe me, having it is better. I became very, very good at doctoring on myself because I didn't have the insurance to go to the pay the copay, Prince Amir. I was very good at it. I would ignore pains and all that kind of silliness because I didn't have the money. I used to ride around with a toolbox in my vehicle because I couldn't afford to take it in the shop. I could fix my car better than the NASCAR could. Rolled around with a toolbox in my car. That's what my daddy taught me because nobody taught him about money. So, you know, I had toolboxes in there to fix things like that and all that kind of stuff. You know, there's sometimes I would go out with friends. I say, nah, I'm ain't hungry, knowing I was hungry. I didn't have money to buy the food. You know, being for real. I've been walking on the Lord's earth for dang near 6 decades. I've found a couple of things. And I know the statement, and I believe it, Prince. The world looks at it simple. Do you have the money or do you not? We're trying to show you how to get it, how to keep it, and how to multiply it, and how to pass it on. Prince Amir, do we have time to take a few questions? I'm finished, or you know, and then back to you.
Are there any questions in the chat room? I didn't see any questions. But guys, if you have any questions in the chat room, please fire away. Let me scroll back through here again.
Scroll up a couple of comments right here. Sometimes we get people who are kind of shy and they want to say anything. Don't worry about it. Probably there's someone who's thinking about the same question you're thinking about, and they're looking for you to answer it too. So let me see what sticks out to me, or what something really can flow out. Mo Vegan said, hello, Dinas and Fitzgerald. Mo Vegan Africa, hello, back to you. Jughead, thank you for your incredible comment too. Let me find something. And Dinas, you can here's one. And if I'm pronouncing you wrong, your name wrong, ma'am, forgive me. Aisha Ladone, Second Life Voyager. Listen to this. Listen to this intelligent woman. Listen to this comment here. Prices of gold has gone up over $50 in the past 24 hours. Man, I can make a whole show off of that.
Yeah, you know, for sure. Let me stop you. I think it's gone up even more than that.
She said in 24 hours. Why in the world? Why are you hesitating? The smart line that's on this stream, the smart ones, y'all already done register your account. Y'all have already done register. You just wait for Prince Amir to call you after you get off the stream. You've already registered. You know why? Because some of you guys are going to have built a team, because Prince Amir and I are helping you build that, simply because you put yourself in your family position. Ladies and gentlemen, that 12,000 thing I was talking to you guys about, what my team is locking in on, I only sponsored 127 of them. So where the rest of the 11,000 on team come from? Duplication. My friend, Mr. Delco, 500 some people he personally sponsored, yet he has a team of close to 100,000 of people around the world. No wonder he doesn't work. His wife doesn't work. 4 of his 5 grown children don't work. His grandchildren don't work. No wonder they don't. It's somewhere in the world. That man's business is on all the continents of the earth right now and growing. Yours can too. Okay. And and we're looking at this. Let me see what we got. Whatever you buy, make sure it has plenty of liquidity. Absolutely right. That was by Always Ready, 24/7. See, you get paid. You save your gold, and you get paid in euros. Your euros are going to be subject to the exchange rate of your country. So if you're in South Africa, you get paid euros, but the euros are exchanged in a naira, which instantly gives you a pay raise. And you can pull that off at an ATM anytime you want. You can get that, but you keep your gold. Okay, great question. I have a jar filled with pennies. I'm hoping it would be with something. This is Miss Eunice said that. Miss we have Dinas, help me out right here.
What?
But help me out with the comments. Okay, and I'm seeing some. I won't know what Naira X is. I know a Naira, that's your currency over in Nigeria, isn't it?
Right. I think they're talking about this Bitcoin machine in Nigeria, but
okay. Jasmine Robinson. Miss Robinson said, but like she says, do your research. I don't know who you're referring to. Do your research. Okay, let's talk again. Let's talk about that. Karatbars is in 149 countries. In other words, 149 countries said yes to us. Okay. Many of us can't do research more than one of those countries, but yet we cleared for 149 out of something 200 plus countries. We're able to do business in 149. The gold is sent directly to you by FedEx, or you can keep it in storage up to 100 grams if you want to. There are 1 million affiliates in this business right now. Business has a brick and mortar headquarters in Stuttgart, Germany, next to the Mercedes-Benz headquarters, and that's where the headquarters in a Mercedes world headquarters Mercedes-Benz is in Stuttgart, the same town that Karatbars is in. This company has paid out millions of dollars in euros worth of commissions. Okay, what else? Prince Dynasty Samir been going in 5 years. Now, Fitzgerald, why did you use him? You're listening to him on his platform. And might I remind you, this man and I have been friends for 15 years. I didn't get a chance to speak to his audience and be trusted with his audience just because he knows me. I have to be credible. This man has a subscription base of over 75,000 subscribers right now. Question: Would you risk a 75,000 subscriber base to talk about something you've been in for 5 years if it was foul? Would you do that? Oh, you don't think he just jumped in and sold it because of me? He had to check me out. That's why he waited 3 years. He had to check me out. He had to make sure I do what I say, because one of the best things you can do is you can put someone in position to make money. And so this is what we do. I mean, and we operate in Nigeria. Both he and I have organizations there, because and that's another thing. Let me say that, this thing about duplication I'm saying now. Michael Delco sponsors Fitzgerald Stephens. Fitzgerald Stephens sponsors Denise Stephens. Denise Stephens sponsors Prince Dynasty Samir. Prince Dynasty Samir sponsors a lady in London, Lady K. I'll just say it for protect her privacy. Lady K sponsors a gentleman in Mr. C in Kuwait. All I did was sponsor Mr. Denise Stephens. It kept going down and going down. So guess what? Prince Samir and I have a business in London in Kuwait. We didn't never been in there. So this man decided he wants to buy a business package. This man decides that he wants to build wealth from him. And guess what? We were paid for it in Atlanta, Georgia, and Tampa, Florida. I could go on and on and on and on and on, but I'm not. Prince Samir was one time, he was coming back from Africa. That's when the world wasn't closed, and he was going over the States. Matter of fact, he probably would have been over about 3 or 4 times now. This year, the way he used to travel over there. Prince Samir was in Washington Airport. It happened on a Sunday. We get a call, and one person he had sponsored over in Washington State. And he said, Mr. Fitzgerald, I heard you speaking on Prince Samir's thing. I want to get a package. I said, well, what one you want to get? Hey, I want to go ahead to get the VIP. I said, great. It was Sunday. He woke me up, and my phone rang, and I woke up off the couch. Okay. Now, helped set him up, went downstairs. I called up Prince Samir. I said, hey man, check your back office. The man made several hundred euros sitting in the airport playing with his phone that I had to let him know he had. He didn't even know it. Guess what also happened? I made several hundred from that. Guess what also happened? Denise made money from that. Guess what also happened? Mr. Delco made money from that. Guess what also happened? Mr. Nate Hines, Mr. Delco's sponsor, made money. And guess what else happened for that? Mr. Ty Best, Nate's sponsor, made money. It's a chain. It went all the way up. Other words, I'm helping him with something, and all of those other people made money because he's leveraging my time. He's in the airport thinking about when the next plane going to fly there. I told him, man, have a safe trip and we'll talk. And we have done that dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of times. We've helped many people do it dozen times. Group economics on steroids. So, I'm a little fired up today, rightfully so. I'm fired up about your future, fired up about my future, fired up about a future because nobody's going to send me a thing and say, hey, buddy, you know what? As Diane would say, hey, buddy, this Corona, you can't go outside. I work from home. I can work on a bike trail as long as I have this. Many of you when you think about, okay, when this thing open up, man, I'm gonna go get my passport. I'm going to Africa. Okay, well, you can't do that now with a U.S. passport. Only 2 countries in Africa take us. Okay.
No, actually, I found there's 7 now. There's 7.
Oh, good. It opened up. Great. So I'm like, you know what? I have a 3-year plan. I think I'll be 59, 3 years. And birthday September 8th. So I'll be 59 in 3 years. And so I want to I want to go to Africa. I just want to go on that continent. I just feel a draw from there. That's where people came from. Of course I'm going to feel a draw from there. I want to pick a undisclosed country, and I want to get me a nice house on the beach. And I want to have me some fruit trees, and I want to have me a nice shop, a building with a internet cafe, a cigar bar down, and I want to help the youth there do some things. And now when I decide I'm going to move over to Africa, guess what? My team in 3 years won't be no 12. It'll probably be about 100,000. And when I move, my whole global team moves with me. You said, Fitzgerald, you mean those people are going to move from all over the world to Africa to join you? Of course they're going to. Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. Your team is in here. As long as you have a internet connection, a cell phone, where you move, that's where your team moves. I don't have any employees, so I don't have anybody to take. I don't have to worry about it. I just go. Still going to make my euros over there. Still collecting my gold. Still building my wealth. Maybe that country, they say, Fitzgerald, man, some cat said something. One African guy said something like, hey, they want you to stay a little bit, but we got an invite for you from Sierra Leone, and they want you to go out there and spend a couple of times to go on a lecture circuit speak. I go out there, stay 3 months. My business follows me. 149 countries, ladies and gentlemen. Saving in gold, getting paid in euros, acquiring your cryptocurrency, building wealth streams. What else is better? So this went a little bit longer than what it should have. Chalk that on me. But ladies and gentlemen, what are you going to do? Okay, we giving you a solution, and some of you probably, okay, well, the man came off a little bit. I don't think you guys think I came off strong. I'm one of them truth tellers. Okay, but here's what I've done. Here's what has been done now. I taken away your reasons, your excuses. Well, the white man keeping me down. The black man along with the black woman keeping me down. I know why I can't succeed. It's the Indian man, the Jewish man. It's my family. It's because I don't have a degree. It's because I have too much degrees. It's because I'm in the wrong fraternity. I'm in the wrong political party. No. It's because I don't really have money. I don't have nobody to teach me. No. So you have to come to the logical conclusion that the reason you're down because you choose to be. I know that's how it was with me. Also as my brother would say, hey, you know what? Excuses are just good for you. No one else is want to hear them. Your excuses sound good to you. The other people weren't. The other people are wondering, man, is this cat get results or not? And actually, if you keep giving excuses so much and complaining, people like they ain't even gonna want to be around you because they're like, man, when are you gonna do something about it? We're offering you a way to do something about it. Choice is up to you. If you have a job, fantastico. You need residual income. If you're not making enough money, fantastico. You need a residual income. If you don't have money, fantastico. You need to create your residual income. You need to think like a boss, own your own business. And you need to do that as of yesterday. Prince Amir, man, hey, I am gone. I'd like to thank the 2 people for the super chats. Appreciate the support. Really, when you think enough time to spend your money based off something that you're hearing here, obviously it's having an impact with you. And I can promise you on behalf of Prince Amir, that man really appreciate that. He deserves that.
Thank you.
He's bringing this type of content around, and he deserves that. We look forward to seeing you guys on the beaches of the world, as the old saying people would say. But it's up there. There's plenty of room at the top. Although the top of the mountain looks very small, it's very wide once you get there. And who in the world cares about just making money for me, myself, and I? Man, when I build this thing, I want to be able to take Prince Amir with me. If we decided we want to rent a cruise ship and go to Turk de Coyos down in the Caribbean, And we want to have about 50 y'all on there. We all sitting around there. None of us want to be sitting up there asking some money for 50 cents. We all want to be able to bring. We always want to bring our significant others. We want to enjoy and celebrate the success of others. And like, my God, we did this. But you pinch yourself, but it's real. You're walking in it. I don't care where you are. I don't care who has said no to you. I don't care, how many failures is. You can win in this. Don Asimir and I are just two common people who had a dream that we wanted more in life. My dream is different from his dream. My dream is I need freedom. Freedom. Have enough time along with enough money to go where I want, with who I want, when I want, stay as long as I want, without having to ask any man's or woman's permission to do so. Freedom. That's what turns me on. That's what turned me on. I could be worth $100 million and I'll still probably be dressed like I am right now. Just some average cat from Southeast Alabama, town of 100 people. But I tell you, man. But if I want to do something, I'm able to help people. That's what it's all about. Because you know what, you want to leave a legacy. That was a good man. That was a good woman. They blessed and helped people. That's what you want. The Lord Yeshua said, the poor you will always have with you. He didn't sure to say anything about you had to be one. God bless you all.
For sure. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. Again, my affiliate links in the chat room. Click on the affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate. Until next time, family, Don Asimir, search for Huru. Peace.